Welcome to Battle Reviews, where we rival off two shoes from similar colorways and see which one wins. We've selected 5 categories to test the shoes against. As we go through them, write down what you think and let's see if we agree. Let's introduce our contestant. Our first contestant is the Jordan 1 OCHRE. And our second contestant is the Jordan 4 Lightning. Each shoe will get a total score out of 25 and the one with the highest score wins. Our first group is silhouette. Now I've created bands. If it's a Jordan 1, 3 or 4, it automatically gets a 5. If it's a Jordan 2, 5, 6, 8, 11 or 12, it automatically gets a 4, and if it's any other Jordan silhouette, it automatically gets a 3. So here we have the Jordan 1 OCHRE, which automatically gets a 5, and the Jordan 4 Lightnings, which automatically also get a 5 for this group. The next category is ease of styling. Now this isn't about which shoe is the most fashionable, how easy is it to wear these shoes. I've selected a couple items which I personally view are super easy to style. Let's start with the Jordan 1 OCHREs. With a white tee, I would give it a 5. Grey tee, I would give it a 4. Black tee, I would give it a 5. Grey joggers, I would give it a 4. Black joggers, I would give it a 5. Grey shorts, I would give it a 4. Black shorts, I would give it a 5. Black cargo pants, I would give it a 5. Coloured cargo pants, I would give it a 3. Dark jeans, I would give it a 5. And with light jeans, I'd give it a 3. Now that gives us an average score of 4.36 for the Lightning, 5 for white tees, 5 for grey tees, 5 for black tees, 5 for grey joggers, 5 for black joggers, 5 for grey shorts, 5 for black shorts, 5 for black cargo pants, 4 for coloured cargo pants, 5 with dark jeans, and 3 for light jeans, which gives us a total average score of 4.73. This shoe is super easy to style. Another thing that makes this shoe slightly easier to style is also that it's a bit lower than the high Jordan 1s. You know, people typically find it a bit harder to wear Jordan 1 highs. I have a lot of friends that aren't into sneakers and they always say they really like Jordan 1s, but they can just never buy them because they don't like high tops. And personally, I think that is the worst reason not to get Jordan 1s. Let's look at the material of the Jordan 1 OCHREs. It's got a combination of leather and suede. Starting with some of the benefits, I think the leather used on this shoe is remarkable. It is really nice leather. I gotta give it to Jordan brand. The leather used on the mudguard, a very soft leather, it's very nice. The white leather on the toe box and the side panel is not as nice. And the second material used on the shoe is suede. The suede again is very nice suede. You know, when you brush your finger, you can see that the suede is live, so you know, you see the hairs going back and forth. I personally think the suede could be a lot better. You know, we've seen amazing suede on some of the other Jordan 1 highs like the Travis Scotts. For material, I would give this shoe a 3.5. With these, they are a fully suede shoe. And you know, whenever you have a full suede shoe, it's always really nice. Suede always feels they're a bit more luxurious than just plain leather. That said, the suede used on this shoe is not the best. One, it's not live at all, so you could brush your fingers all around the shoe and you will not see any hairs. It doesn't really feel luxurious at all. It feels like you're kind of rubbing your fingers on cardboard. In terms of other materials, there's nothing fancy going on here. You know, your typical Jordan 4 net. Even this suede, you know, the quality feels quite bad. One other thing is the eyelids, which is plastic, but again, this doesn't really give it any material points. It doesn't meet your expectations, and I unfortunately had to give it a 2. Next, we want to look at the story of the shoe. What makes the shoe special other than its pure aesthetics? Starting with the OCHREs, what's super special about this shoe is that firstly, they were part of a 4-pack, 3 other colorways released, and all 4 shoes were regional exclusives. So each colorway was dropped in different regions of the world. The series was called the Best Hand in the Game pack. This was a wink to Michael Jordan's career achievements and his passion for playing cards. Each shoe reflects on a different accomplishment by Jordan. These shoes wink to the 5 MVP NBA awards that Michael Jordan won during his career. And in addition to that, this shoe has the popular classic black toe color blocking. You know, this was part of a release during the earlier days before Jordan brand started to rinse that color blocking. But all those different little things I mentioned adds a great amount of value to the shoe, and because of that, I think this shoe deserves a solid 3.5. To understand why these are special, we need to go back in time to 2006. These originally first released alongside the Thunders and the Tall Yellows. Before this shoe retro, the 2006 pairs were reselling for over £1,000. We've seen these return, we've seen the Thunders return. Are we ever gonna get the Tall Yellows? And the fact that this shoe didn't re-release for all those years makes the shoe so special. It's attainable now by people growing up who probably could never have the shoe because it was so expensive, and also for the new generation of sneakers coming into the game, it's a great piece to have. Now, all of that sounds amazing, but I think the OCHREs have a much better story. So because of that, I am going to give this shoe a 2.5. I would have given it a 2 if it didn't have such a cool box. This box definitely gets some points for me. It's not wildly different from the original box, but it's yellow. It winks to the shoe nicely. The box looks cool from the inside. When you buy a pair of Jordans, it's the experience. Anyone who has this shoe knows what it's about. So having it come with a cool box just makes it feel that little bit more special. I acknowledge that. I have to give it half a point more. On to our final category, which is made up of 3 things. The first thing is uniqueness. How unique is the shoe? The shoe is not that unique if you think about it. Like I mentioned, it's got the black toe colorway. I mean, it's a beautiful shoe, but we are purely talking about uniqueness. And I do not think this shoe is that unique. So because of that, I give it a 2. Next, it's the design. Again, you know, if we were to imagine an all-white Jordan 1, how much of a design element has been added to this shoe? I would say not a lot. Yeah, they've played around with some material, mixed in a new color that we really haven't seen before in the Jordan 1, but there's not that much design input on this. So because of that, I also have to give it a 2. The final subcategory in this category is the colorway. This yellow is crazy. This shoe maintains its clean look. A lot of other shoes, when you add yellow to it, it immediately becomes too bright. It maybe makes it look slightly a little bit childish, and I think this shoe maintains a very classic, clean, mature look, but a very vibrant vibe. And because of that, I think the colorway is amazing and very powerful, and because of that, I give it a 4. If we add up our score and divide it by 3, we get 2.67. Now for the lightnings. I think it's quite unique, you know, pretty much an all yellow Jordan 4. We really haven't seen anything like this. There are a few shoes that come to mind, the Tokyo 5s, you know, another all yellow shoe that is actually one of my grails of all time, but I think that shoe is in a completely different category, and you know, over $5,000, and you know, pretty unattainable for the majority of us, unfortunately. I doubt you'd be able to walk past someone down the street and for them to not clock this shoe. So because of that, I give it a 3. On to the design. Jordan brand team definitely tried. The eyelets on the wings being like this like transparent plasticky material. It would have been easy to just make everything yellow. So, you know, they've really used contrasting colors like the black, like the gray, to make the yellow like, you know, stand out really nicely, but without it being a bit over the top. There was quite a fair amount of design input that went into this, and because of that, I will give it a 3. Not one of my favorite colorways. I think this is a shoe that you don't really want to wear it all the time because it's so in your face. For me personally, is a bit too loud. Still beautiful, but because of that, I just don't like the colorway as much, and I have to rate it less than the OCHREs. So because of that, I give it a 3. And if you add up our 3 ratings divided by 3, you get 2.83. And our winner today is the Jordan 1 OCHREs. I would like to also let you know that this is actually the shoe I prefer. If you think I was a bit too harsh or a bit too lenient on some of the ratings, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out the channel. Loads of sneaker content there and loads on the way. Please make sure you share the page, subscribe to the channel, and like the videos. And yeah, check out my socials, loads of content on the way, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.